Joe Biden's Department of Justice is suggesting to a federal court that the federal government should be substituted in place of Donald Trump in an ongoing defamation lawsuit between Jean Carroll and Donald Trump. She has sued Donald Trump for defamation, and now the Joe Biden Department of Justice is saying, nope, Trump should not be the defendant here. Rather, the U.S. government should. What the heck is going on? Let's talk about it. Everything's okay. I'm Nick Rekieta of Rekieta Law, a small law firm in central Minnesota. I'm a lawyer. I'm also a legal and political commentator on YouTube and on Odyssey. Wherever you're watching, go ahead, hit the like button, hit subscribe, share the video around, turn on your notifications so you guys don't miss any of these videos, okay? All right, so what am I talking about? This is from CBS News. You can follow the link in the description if you want to read the article on your own, but we're going to take a look at it here. The Department of Justice is arguing now that Trump is not personally liable for crude remarks made while president about rape accuser Jean Carroll. Now, let me just suggest one thing real quick at the onset. This isn't a legal thing. This isn't a politics thing. This is a practical thing. If someone falsely accuses you of rape, and I don't know if that's what happened here, seems to be the case, but I don't know. Maybe Trump did. Who knows? If someone falsely accuses you of this, there is no remark too crude. Let's just get that out there. Someone falsely accuses you of serious crimes. There are no remarks that are too crude to go ahead and combat that. Like, we've got to stop this. We've got to stop whining about how people talk about people who've accused them of serious felonies. Now, you know, if Trump is guilty of this sort of thing, if he did this heinous act, then obviously the words would be too crude, but that would be far less important than the heinous act. We're focusing so much on words these days. And it's like, look, if someone accuses you of sexual assault, then in my opinion, especially if it's untrue, you have full license to say whatever you want about them. They've burned any goodwill or credibility that would be owed. They are no longer entitled to polite society at the moment they make a false accusation. But that's me. And I'm weird. Let's look at this. Donald Trump cannot be held personally liable for crude and disrespectful remarks he made while president about a woman who accused him of rape. Justice Department lawyers said Monday in arguing for him to be replaced by the United States as defendant in a defamation suit. So the argument here basically boils down to this. They're saying Donald Trump is the president of the United States. He was accused while president of the United States of these things. He was asked about the accusation in an interview while conducting his official duties of interacting with the press. And during that interview, he answered these questions and he made statements about an ongoing matter of public concern as a public official in the conduct of his public duties. He cannot be personally liable. At that point, he is not Donald Trump. He is the president of the United States. Therefore, if you want to sue someone for defamation, you've got to sue the United States itself because he is the president. He is representing the country, and that is the proper defendant. And of course, you cannot sue the United States for defamation. So if this motion passes, and they've tried this before, but they're trying it again. If this motion passes, then Donald Trump will be removed as defendant and the case will be dismissed because you cannot sue the United States. It has sovereign immunity and therefore it's done. You can't carry on the case and your claims are gone. So now, this is technically coming from Joe Biden's Department of Justice, and this has some people concerned. Well, why would Joe Biden want to stand in for Donald Trump? Two things on that. First of all, it seems to be that Joe Biden and his administration had no idea that the Department of Justice was moving to intervene on behalf of Donald Trump. So it's not like he's like, well, you know what? I think we need to do this. That's not what happened here. But second, it should be what happened there, even if they did know about it, because Joe Biden himself should want to shield himself in a similar way. Look, if he is at a press conference and he is responding to someone who makes a false accusation or claim about him, and he makes a statement that they will then use as fodder to fuel a defamation lawsuit, while he's acting as president, he should be subject to the same sovereign protections or the same protections that the state would afford when he's acting as the state's representative that it afforded to Donald Trump and every other president in history. This is the thing. Yes, presidents are capable of defaming someone, and you can take them in a civil lawsuit for any civil tort. You can do that. The presidents are not immune from civil liability. However, when they are in the course of their official duties, acting in an official way, and they're not straying egregiously from that official conduct, then you can't hold them liable for what they say. You just can't. And maybe that's unfair, but in that case, the answer is impeachment. We have a political answer to all of these concerns that come out about how presidents act, and it is impeachment. If it's that egregious, if they are out there defaming people on public television, we know it's defamatory, and they're unable to be held liable due to this sort of immune structure, then you got to impeach them for it. That's why it exists, for things like this. It's a political solution to a problem for which there is not a legal answer. Okay, so the lawyers told the Second U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals in Manhattan that responding to allegations of misconduct falls within activities that form part of any president's office. He was acting within the scope of his office and denying wrongdoing when White House reporters asked him about claims by columnist E. Jean Carroll in a June 2019 book that he attacked her in the mid-1990s at an upscale Manhattan department store, the lawyers from the Washington office of the Justice Department wrote. Gross. Elected public officials can and often must address allegations regarding personal wrongdoing that inspire doubt about their suitability for office, the lawyer said. Such wrongdoing can include not only the serious charges of criminal behavior leveled here, but a range of activities including fraud and malfeasance. Officials do not step outside the bounds of their office simply because they are addressing questions regarding allegations about their personal lives. Even reprehensible conduct can fall within the scope of employment, the lawyers said. Now, what reprehensible conduct are they talking about? Are they talking about the allegations that E. Jean Carroll made? No, they're talking about Trump saying mean things about someone who just accused him of rape. Again, I don't know why we're here. I don't know how we still get this where, believe all victims or what. It's not even about that. If someone falsely accuses you of a heinous crime and it's meant to destroy you while marketing their book, and this entire interaction is completely manufactured around this sort of idea, then you should have full license to say whatever you want about them. Of course you should. This is crazy town. What she said about Donald Trump, if that's a lie, if he did not actually assault her, then what she said about him is more egregious and more crude and more horrible than anything he could possibly say about her looks or about her lies or anything else. This is insanity. But again, we've seen this over and over and over again. It is cancel culture. It is the modern way. People are looking at things in the realm of Twitter. The words that are insulting are more egregious than serious accusations of activity that are not true. And that needs to change. At least that's what I think. What do you guys think? Drop a comment down below and let me know. Until next time, peace. Peace.